Good afternoon. We're less than a week left to Purim, getting into the spirit of Purim, of the festivities, of the celebration, of the victory, and of the perseverance of the Jewish people. But we also begin the book of Leviticus this week, the third book of the Torah. And the word in Hebrew is called Vayikra. The book is called Vayikra, and he called. And the rabbis tell us that each and every one of us has a calling in life from the Almighty, and how we can make this world a better place. And that's why the book of Vayikra is called Vayikra, speaking to each and every one of our callings in our service of the Almighty and those around us and the world that we live in. But it's interesting because the book of Leviticus, Vayikra, really speaks about sacrifices. And people say, come on, Rabbi, sacrifices, that's ancient, bringing animals as a sacrifice that goes back to Noah, to before. It's not something we do today. But like everything in life, Hasidic masters teach us that there's an esoteric, deeper, spiritual meaning to all the things we do. And the Alter Rebbe, the founder of the Chabad movement, says like this. The verse says, Adam ki yakev mikem, a person that will bring a sacrifice from yourself. And the question is, the words don't seem grammatically correct. What does it mean you bring a sacrifice from yourself? And the Alter Rebbe says something very beautiful. The word karban, which means a sacrifice, also means karov, to be close, like ever, a relative that makes you close. And the rabbis are telling us, says the Alter Rebbe, that if someone wants to become close to the Almighty, if someone wants to have a relationship with God, if he wants to become closer, it comes through sacrifice, through giving up a little bit of our materialism, a little bit of the things that we want and we need, a little bit of our self-centered ego. Sometimes people say, sacrifice, of course. Let the next guy sacrifice. Why doesn't he do more? Why doesn't he give more? We see the next person's issues. But with ourselves, we only see perfection. We want to become close to God, but what are we ready to give up? What are we ready to sacrifice in our mundane life of self-centeredness? Says the Alter Rebbe, that's our calling as human beings. Vayikra Hashem al Moshe, God called Moshe, and so does he call every single Jew, every single human being every day. If you want to become close to God, a little less self and a little more spirituality, the first thing you need to do is you need to sacrifice yourself a little bit. You need to conquer your temptations. You need to conquer those things, those desires that you want that may not be better for you, for the world, for God, what he wants from you. That's the way you become close to God. It's an interesting idea, a very powerful one, and something that, of course, takes work every single day for each and every one of us. But there is no question that as we continue and become closer to Purim, which celebrates the victory of the Jewish people in a miraculous way, in a time when annihilation was expected, when they wanted to kill and annihilate all the Jewish people. And we think about it at this time, it takes on a deeper significance, especially as since October 7th and all that's gone on with the Jewish people. And there is no question that since October 7th, when you look around at the Jewish community, at the Jewish world, at the soldiers, at the civilians, at the people who live in Israel, all 8 million Jews, you look around the Jews all over the world, the rest of the half of the Jewish people, you see tremendous sacrifice. People didn't just speak, they didn't just get onto social media, they didn't just call, they didn't just give money, they didn't just donate, but they made real sacrifices in their lives to impact and to make a difference in Israel and for the Jewish people. If it meant spiritually doing more mitzvot and Torah, studying more commandments, being kind to others, donating time, money, resources. We've all came and said, we're ready to sacrifice, to be closer to our brothers and sisters in Israel, to be closer as a people, and to get God's blessing of our complete victory, to annihilate the evil, just as happened on Purim so many decades and centuries ago. Have a great day. See you.